article sa GMA News Online. Tungkol ito sa batuhan ng akusasyon, palasyo at ang kampo ng mga Diskaya. Unang nagsalita si First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos. Sabi niya na mahiya naman kayo, meaning mga Diskaya, dahil pati ito pinagkakitaan nyo pa yung pet project ng First Lady, 200 million na film heritage building contractor, mga Diskaya. Nako, ang mga Diskaya through their lawyer, sabi, pinasinungalingan. Di totoo yan, hindi amin yan, hindi kami ang kontraktor. So, ano ba talaga? Diskaya ang kontraktor o hindi? Sumagot naman ng palasyo. Dito, article, Palace rejects Diskaya claim over Philippine Film Heritage Site contract. Tingnan natin ha. Malacanang on Saturday belied o pinasinungalingan the claim of Sara and Curly Duterte's camp that the unfinished works at the Philippine Film Heritage Building in Intramuros, Manila City were not part of their contract. Hindi amin yan. Sinisira nyo lang ang aming pangalan. Parang ganon. In a statement, Palace Press Officer Undersecretary Attorney Claire Castro said the supposed contract mentioned by Attorney Cornelio Samaniego is not the same work contract which was allegedly completed by his clients in December of 2024. Castro said wrong information given to the media may cause confusion to the people. The palace official said the contractor, referring to the Diskayas, voluntarily entered into a contract agreement dated January 2, 2025 with the Department of Public Works and Highways, wherein the contractor agreed to execute the works under contract ID number, ito, may number, 230800119, Local Program National Construction of FDC located in Manila for a total contract price of 107,983,255. This contract has a project duration of 224 calendar days with the original expiry date on September 4, 2025. So, malapit na. Sabi ni Claire Castro, common sense will dictate us that the contractor cannot finish the project in December 2024 when the contract was merely executed into a contract on January 2, 2025. Oo nga naman. So, iba yung sinasabi ng abogado. So, iwas po sila na hindi kanila kasi nga, First Lady na ang nagre-reklamo eh. Earlier, Samaniego said in a media interview that the Philippine Film Heritage Building project was divided into two phases. And that phase 1 was turned over to Diskaya-led Great Pacific Builders and General Contractors Incorporated. Phase 2, Samaniego said, began in January 2025 and was contracted to a different company. He said the phase 1 was completed in December 2024. This week, Malacanang announced that Great Pacific Builders General Contractor will be investigated for alleged substandard work on the Philippine Film Heritage. Based on the information released by Castro, observations included the improper placement of downspouts and that the finishing of one elevator did not meet quality standards. Further, some areas do not have tiles, Castro said. She said the contractor could face charges over substandard construction. The Diskayas should study first all the contracts entered into by and between the Great Pacific they might have forgotten their commitments considering the numerous projects that they got from the government. Jamie Newsom reached out to Samaniego for comment, but he has not yet responded as of posting time. First Lady Araneta Marcos recently took to social media her dismay over the alleged substandard work at the building. Lamenting observed deficiencies at the facilities, stressed that Filipino artists deserve respect and not this rotten monument of incompetence. Ay, nako. Oh, gusto mong i-honor ang mga artist? Substandard. Bakit kasi Diskaya ang pinili ninyo? Oh. So, at least, kahit paniwalaan natin yung sinasabi ng abogado ng Diskaya, kanilang phase 1. So, may phase 2 din. Eh di, kasama rin sila sa substandard work. So, dapat imbestigahan. So, ito ngayon, hindi lang ang mga palpak na proyekto, hindi lang flood control works, pati na rin mga infrastructure, mga buildings na ganito. May nakikita rin akong mga post, kalsada, kalimutan ko na kung saang banda yun, bagong gawang kalsada, na sira na, natibag na, na landslide yung gilid, kaya kalsada, wala. Ano pa? Yung sa Piñaranda Park, sa Legazpi ba yun? O, Albay? Ilang milyon yun? 96 million, ganyan no? Parang stage. Malakas lang na ulan. Bumigay. Ganun. Nasugatan ang 5 katao. So, basta under ng DPWH, palpak na palpak. Ngayon lang ito nangyari. Kasi panahon ng, to be fair panahon ng Aquino administration, matino yung DPWH secretary, si Secretary Singson. O, sinundan ng Duterte, ganyan din, matino rin, Secretary Villar. Ito lang ngayon, administrasyong ito, Secretary Bunuan, I don't know anong ginawa niya sa DPWH. Puros karamihan palpak. Sayang ang pera ng taong bayan. Kung saan ang Pangulo biglang maiyak-iyak habang ini-interview sa kanyang podcast. Ito, Marcos teary-eyed. Tutulo ng luha, maiyak-iyak na in podcast discussing people having a hard time. Totoo ba ito? Di ba may tinatawag na crocodile tears? President Ferdinand Marcos cannot hold his emotions after seeing Filipino people having a hard time with their lives. Wow! Salamat naman, naawa ang Pangulo sa mga naghihirap na Pilipino. Ang tanong, naranasan ba niyang naghirap? Naranasan ba niyang nagutom o hindi kumain? Ano sa tingin niyo? Paano siya makarelate sa naghihirap kung hindi niya naranasan naghirap? Yun ang question. Ako, naranasan kong hindi kumain. Nung bata pa kami. Nagutom, as in, gutom. Kaya alam ko ang hirap ng buhay. Nung nasa serbisyo ako, naranasan akong hindi makakain. Kung nasa bundok kami, walang resupply. Wala talaga. Ang hirap yung magutom. O, yun ba, naranasan ng Pangulo? Yung hindi siya kumain? I don't believe so. In a portion of Marcos' podcast released on Saturday evening, journalist Vicky Morales asked Marcos if he's getting teary-eyed in the middle of their conversation. Anong sagot niya? The president, yes, because I'm very upset. Anong upset? Angry? Dismayado? Yes, dapat lang, madismayado sa nangyayari sa gobyerno. Sino ang sisihin? Diba siya? Dahil siya ang Pangulo. Sabi niya, because I see people having a hard time and they don't deserve it. Really? They don't deserve it. Marcos emphasized that the Filipino people who he said were having hard time did not do anything wrong to suffer while others are getting richer. Tama. Payaman ng payaman yung tatlong payaman ng payaman. Mga politiko na nag-i-insert sa budget, mga taga-DPWH na nakikipagkutsaba, at ang mga kontraktor. Yan, tatlo ngayon yan. Payaman ng payaman, samantalang mga Pilipino hindi nalulunod sa baha, kundi nalulunod sa kasakiman ng mga leaders nila. It's good if they are a bad person. They should be punished. No, they are not. They didn't do anything but work, but love their family, sabi niya. Ang kamali lang namin, yung 31.6, yung binutuhan namin ng isang Marcos Jr. Dahil akala namin like father, like son. Kaya lang, nabudol tayo. Why would you punish them? So you can get rich? That makes no sense. Oh, kaya nga, yung mayaman ang mga, hindi nyo pa ba kilala kung sino yung mga yumayaman? Tapos anong ginagawa nyo? Inabolish nyo ang Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission. O, sino ngayon mag-imbestiga sa mga talamak na korupsyon? Wala. Dahil yun ang una nyong ginawa. Abolish. O, ngayon, mag-recreate kayo ng panibago. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Mali. Inaamin nyong mali yung ginawa nyong pag-abolish sa PACC. The portion of the video did not yet reveal the specific topic to which Marcos said remarks, lamenting the hardship of the Filipino people. Ngayon, nag-aaway na Malacanang at saka Kongreso. Kasi, ang mga kongresista may nadiskubrihang mga anomalya doon sa isinabmit na national budget. Batuan na sila ng puti. Sumagot ang palasyo, clean your house first. Di ba? Magpinsan yung dalawa. Ito, kung magpinsan, mag-usap, ayusin ang gobyerno, kaya lang nagkakagulo tayo dahil sa magpinsan. Tapos, ganyan, awa. Magbasa tayo sa mga comments, ha? Totoo ba talagang iyak ng galing sa puso o tinatawag na crocodile tears? Ano ba yung crocodile tears? Basa tayo. Ito, people who reacted. 12,000 people who reacted. 10,000 ang tumatawa. So, hindi sila naniniwala na sincero ang pag-iyak ng Pangulo. At tinatawa na lang 1,300 ang nag-like, 312 ang nag-love. So, around ilang percent to? 2% lang siguro. Ay, nako. Ito. CY Journey. Char! It's a prank. Ay, prank. Nonong Panadero. The King Crocodile is teary-eyed. Uncover PH, Best Actor in Drama Series for 2025 Philippine Flood Control Anomalies. Harvey Mendiha, in medieval times, people believed that crocodiles shed tears while devouring their prey. Kaya nga, crocodile tears. Bong Sonyega, the expression crocodile tears refers to insincere sorrow or remorse. The phrase crocodile tears stems from the belief that crocodiles shed tears when attacking and eating their victims. So, bahala ang taong bayan. Basta hindi ako naniniwala na makarelate siya sa hirap ng mga Pilipino dahil hindi siya naranasan naghirap. Tignan mo yung budget niya. 4.5 billion confidential fund. Saan niya ginagastos yun? Hindi niya alam anong nangyayari sa PCSO. PCSO ba? Ay, GSIS pala. Nalugi na ng 1 billion ang pera ng mga kawani ng gobyerno. Hindi niya alam. Hindi niya alam. 3 years niluloko siya ng mga taga DPWH, lawmakers ba, contractor. Ngayon lang niya nalaman. Oh, ang laki ng pundo niya. Saan niya? Oh, sige na lang. Iyak-iyak. Oh, sinong sisihin? Siya, dahil siya ang presidente. Okay, salamat.